Hi everyone, in this video I will demonstrate creating a plan view drawing inside of Visio. So here in the Project Explorer, go ahead and select the project you want to work with, and down here on the Files tab, double click the Visio file. You'll be prompted to check this out from the server. Go ahead and do that, and that will open up the Visio interface for this project. Here in Visio, I am on the Plan View tab, and I've already inserted a floor plan here. I used a background page for that, inserted a CAD drawing, and then linked it to this page. You can get information for how to do that on our online documentation site. So let me just take you there to show you, or how to get there at least. If you open your project editor here, there's a Learn More button here in the upper right-hand corner. If you click that, that will take you out to our documentation site where you'll be able to search for floor plans and be able to see all the data about inserting an AutoCAD floor plan or a PDF floor plan into Visio. Since I already have that done, I'm just going to zoom in to an area here. And then I'm going to open the project editor, and I'm going to collapse my list here and just expand the room I want to work with in here. And in this case, I'm going to expand a package. And in this package, there are 2 speakers, 2 brackets, and 2 wires. So you get to pick and choose what you want to drag over to a floor plan. For instance, I don't want to drag the brackets over. It's not something I don't feel that needs to be shown. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the 2 speakers, pull those over, and we'll show a representation of speakers. Let me go ahead and move these around a little bit. Then I'm going to zoom in and we'll talk about this shape. The shapes that drop for products will vary depending on the category and what we've pre-assigned here at DTools, but of course you can always change that assignment. In this case, the speaker drops this particular shape, but you might get a circle, or sometimes a product might be a triangle. And where those shapes pull from will depend on what they're assigned to. But over here on the Shapes tab, we have a bunch of stencils listed here, the majority of which are for use on a plan view shape. Under the DTools section here, we've got some non-industry standards like electrical and lighting floor plan symbols, or our general floor plan symbols. If you expand this, some stars in here. We've also built some that have neat features like showing coverage, and I'll demonstrate one of those in just a moment, this RF repeater with coverage. But you're able to choose from these, or if you want to use industry standard shapes, we do have those as well. In fact, this is one of those. The speaker shape here is pulling from the J Standard 710 stencil here for audio video. If you expand that, you'll see that's the shape that dropped over here. There's also, if you scroll down, some NFPA shapes and some SIA shapes as well, more industry standard floor plan symbols. So we've got a speaker here on the page, and I'm going to now pull over a wire from my bill of materials here, or the project editor, and there's a wire shape here that I can now attach to the speaker if I want to. And that connection that I've just made here is now reportable back to our installation reports. You could run a wire checklist and we would know that this wire is attached to this speaker. So that's how you basically go about creating a floor plan style page, or a plan view page inside of Visio. You can drag over your icons, attach wires if you'd like to. Obviously you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can just put placements of where touch panels are going, where speakers are going, to show a representation either to your installers or to your clients of where equipment is being installed. And if you want to change any of the properties of a particular shape, you can right click to get to some of the options, but to get to all of the options for any particular shape, you're probably going to want to use the shape data window. And if you haven't already opened this up yet on your version of Visio, we do recommend using this. It's a nice way to change the properties of multiple shapes at one time, for instance like the fill color, or even icon size. To turn this shape data window on, you go to View, Task Panes, Shape Data. Very useful tool. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that repeater shape now. Let me pull this up here and find it here. Let me expand my list here for the office, and here we've got a wireless access point. I'm going to go ahead and pull that over and drop it, and you'll see it drops a different style shape. And again, this is one of the ones I mentioned earlier from our general floor plan symbols that show coverage. And you can notice this little handle right here, this little yellow handle, is where you can pull to expand to show the coverage. So if you've dropped this to scale, perhaps this floor plan, you could measure out the distance of how far say this particular wireless access point would cover, the range if you would, to show that. So again, that's just one of the optional shapes that you can use from the DTools library of shapes to create plan views. And I'll go ahead now and show you what a finished one looks like. And here's a finished plan view style page with the icons dropped, and they've even been filled in with a color, so easier to see on top of the floor plan. And that's how you go about creating a floor plan style page inside of Visio.